3/29/2024. I got some player props that I like. This video is brought to you by PROPS.CASH, one of the best tools in the business to get us where we need to be. These props is the software that you will see me using today that I've been using for over a year. Great software. Go check it out. Link down in the description. First player we're looking at is Devin Booker. We're looking at his points. He has a prop right now. Let's go out to the live betting. Right now, he's 25.5 at a lot of the betting sites. Been pushed up to 26 at JockMKT and at Dabble, but everybody else got him at 25.5. Not a heavy favorite to go over. -127 at Caesars, -125 at BetMGM. Over here on Props.Cash, they got Booker at a projection of 27.43. They are playing OKC. OKC is just middle of the road versus position. Let's look at Booker a little closer. Only went over in his last 40% of the time, 4 out of 10 games, but 3 out of his last 4 he has went over. Against Denver on 3/27, he only had 17 points. I expect these guys to be aggressive tonight. I mean, they gotta be aggressive. Let's see what his odds are. Let's see what the odds are for the game. Suns at Thunder. Yeah, Suns is favored, -122 to win the game. Spread is 1.5. I think this is because Suns are in desperate mode to win games. They have to win these games. I have to look at this game a little closer. I don't think the Suns win in the OKC. OKC still fighting for that number 1 spot. So that's pretty interesting right there. We may be able to pull a bet for the books out on this game. Don't like the Suns -122 unless someone's not playing for OKC. Let's look at that. See what they got for OKC for the lineups. OKC. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Looks like Shy's out. So them being a favorite on the road is understandable. But it looks like Shy may not play. I still think it'll be a close game. But looks like SGA is out. Next player I'm looking at is going to be Anthony Edwards. And we're looking at his points, rebounds, and assists. They are playing Denver tonight. Huge game. It's a big regular season game at the end of the regular season. Anthony Edwards' prop is 36 here, but let's go over here to live odds. I think it's around 35.5. Points, rebounds, and assists. Edwards. $35.5 at a lot of places, 36.5 at a few places, 36 at Dabble. Parlay sites pretty much, they're a little different. Some got it at 35.5, some got it at 36.5. We're gonna go on a line of 35.5. So Edwards projection over on Props.Cash of 38.53. Denver defense is decent versus position. Let's look at Edwards a little closer. And we're going to push this line to 35.5. He's went over this 7 out of 10 times in his last 10 games. 46% of the time this season. Last 15. 60% of the time. Head-to-head 55% of the time, 6 out of 11 games. As you can see here, going back to, let's just look at this. Well, this year, Looks like we only have 2 this season, rather. 46 and 27. He had 46 in his last 46 points, rebounds, and assists in his last game. But you can see over time he's had a decent hit rate of over 35.5 against Denver, 55% of the time. Again, this is an important game. The game is in Denver. Denver's a pretty heavy favorite, minus 275 to win. Again, these teams are fighting for position in the playoffs. I expect to see the best out of Edwards tonight. I like the over 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Last game we're going to look at, prop we're going to look at is going to come from the MLB. MLB started yesterday. MLB has some good props. We don't have much information right now, so we're kind of going on just what we see right now. And we're going to look at Johan Rojas, and we're going to look at his hits, runs, and RBIs. Let's pull this guy up. Player hits, runs, RBIs, and we're going to look at Johan Rojas. Only see this available at 2 of the parlay sites, PrizePicks and Better. His prop is 0.5, so that means he needs to get 1 hit. He needs to score a run, or he needs to get an RBI. Not a real big favorite over here, minus 125 on BetMGM. DraftKings got it minus 120. Let's look at him a little closer. Now we're going to go over here to the MLB tool for PROPS.CASH. We're going to pull in the Philadelphia Atlanta game. I think this game was postponed yesterday. I think this is their first game of the season. And we're going to look at hits, runs, RBIs. And we're going to look for Mr. Rojas down here. They got him at a projected 1.15 hits, runs, RBIs. And we can look at him a little closer. We're not going to see much here. This is just from last year. 22, 24. He went over this mark 41 out of 72 games, which he hit that rate 57% of the time. As you can see, his last 10 isn't good. 3 out of 10 against the team isn't good. 4 out of 11. But Mr. Rojas had to fight for this job. He really had to fight in spring training for this job. I think he's going to remain extremely motivated, and we just need 1 hit out of it. So we're going to take the over 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs. So those are a few plays that I like. Like, subscribe, share. All those things are greatly appreciated. Premium content over on Patreon. Link is down in the description. See you on the next video.